Oscar of Astora. He is the knight you meet dying in a cell beneath the undead asylum, and without him, the journey never begins. Oscar gives you the Estus flask and the key to escape, sacrificing what little life he has left to pass on a mission he can no longer complete himself. He speaks of an undead mission, though he admits he has forgotten the details. If you return to him later, he is fully hollowed, and you have to put him down. He is the game's first lesson, that everyone you meet is already losing, and the world does not wait.
The Crestfallen Warrior. He sits at the bonfire in Firelink Shrine when you first arrive, and he is the one who tells you nothing matters. He has already made the pilgrimage, already heard the prophecy, and he simply does not believe it applies to him or to you. His cynicism feels earned rather than cruel. He has been here longer than you, and he knows more. As the game goes on and the bells are rung, something shifts in him. He eventually leaves the shrine, goes mad, and hollows somewhere in the catacombs. His story is a warning about what happens when purpose collapses before the journey ends. Andre of Astora. He is the blacksmith in the undead parish, and he is the most dependable presence in the entire game. Most NPCs fade, hollow, die, or disappear. Andre just keeps working. He upgrades your weapons, talks in blunt sentences, and stays put no matter what happens around him. There is a quiet theory that Andre is an ancient being beyond the reach of the curse, though the game never confirms it. He appears in Dark Souls 3 as well, still at his anvil, in a different age and a different shrine, as if he outlasted everything. He is stability in a world built on collapse.
Solaire of Astora. He is the knight you meet on the bridge before the undead burg, and he may be the most genuinely hopeful person in the entire game. Solaire is searching for his own son, something he can call his purpose, his light. He leaves his summon sign throughout the game, offering help freely and without expectation of return. His questline ends in tragedy by default. He finds a small, pale sun in the form of a parasitic bug in Izalith, and it drives him to madness. You can save him, but only if you know exactly when and where to act. His kindness and his ruin feel connected. He wanted meaning so badly that he could not survive finding the wrong version of it.
Siegmeyer of Catarina. He is the round knight in the onion-shaped armor you find sitting outside the undead burg gate, stuck and cheerful about it. Siegmeyer faces every problem he encounters with the same baffled optimism, and somehow keeps surviving long enough for you to bail him out. He is genuinely trying to be an adventurer, even though he is not particularly good at it. His daughter, Sieglinde, eventually comes looking for him, and depending on how you play, their story ends with her mercy killing him after he hollows. The tragedy lands harder because he was never tragic. He was just a man who wanted to be brave.
Big Hat Logan. He is the most accomplished sorcerer alive, and also a man who keeps getting himself captured. You rescue him from a cage in Sen's fortress, then find him trapped again in the Duke's archives, a prisoner of Seath the Scaleless. Logan is brilliant and consumed. The deeper he studies Seath's sorceries, the further he drifts from sanity. By the end of his questline, he has stripped off his robes and gone fully mad, attacking you on sight in the archives. His descent is framed as intellectual curiosity taken too far, the kind that mistakes obsession for understanding. Kelana of Izalith. She is the only surviving daughter of the Witch of Izalith, who managed to escape before her mother's catastrophic attempt to recreate a first flame turned the entire family into demons. She hides in the swamp of Blighttown, and only appears to players who have already leveled up a pyromancy flame significantly. She teaches advanced pyromancy and carries enormous guilt about leaving her family behind. She will ask you to kill the Bed of Chaos, what remains of her mother, and if you do, she thanks you and disappears. Her relief at that moment is one of the most human reactions in the game.
Kingseeker Frampt. He is a giant serpent who emerges from a pit in Firelink Shrine after the first bell is rung,
claiming to be an old friend of Gwyn and a guide to the chosen undead. Frampt tells you to link the fire, framing it as the heroic and necessary path. He will eat your items in exchange for souls, which sounds absurd, and is. Whether he is lying or simply following an agenda he genuinely believes in is something the game leaves open. He is massive, ancient, and oddly polite. When you align with his rival Koth instead, he sinks back into his pit and refuses to speak to you again.